we'll just get started. So basically, like, what I want to explain is the concept of gun swap delay and also the concept of peaks. Like, those two things, in my personal opinion, are one of the most important things in Fortnite. Anytime you learn something new, but you want to be world class at it, you need to abuse the fundamentals, right? The fundamentals are anything that's like is super core to the game, super like important to learn and abuse. Because, you know, like all the other skills don't matter as much. One of the fundamentals that I really want to cover is peaks. So a lot of people don't do peaks properly. And the first thing to understand about any peak is that movement is half the deal, right? Like movement is so important. So for example, right, if I'm doing a peanut butter peak and I'm standing here and then doing jump, this is not as good as going all the way in the corner, right? And then jumping peak from here, because of the fact that you're not as exposed right away. And this inherently gives you an advantage, because every time you're going for a trade, you really want to make sure you're as little exposed as possible. But the key thing to do and really understand is, like, you want mechanics that can support this, because obviously if you're missing at it, or you're telegraphing what you're about to do by like slowly going to the corner and then doing this, people are going to make a counterplay and be able to deal with it. The most core concept with Fortnite, because of the fact that it's a third-person game, is what, guys?
Right hand peaks.
Exactly. And one thing you need to understand is there's certain angles in the game where you can see your opponent and they can't see you if you position correctly. If I like peek like this, right, and someone's standing like right here, they actually won't be able to see me because I have right hand advantage, right, and they don't. So you have to abuse that. That's one of the most important things that people do when they play the game. Another thing to understand is why does this not work? Let's say I'm in a box, there's a guy outside of my box, and I make a wide edit like this. Why is this bad? Why is this actually worse for me than the opponent?
You're running 50s and there's gonna be edit delay, so you're gonna get shot first.
Yep. Okay, so now let's talk about this. Same concept, right? If it is a smaller window and they can't really run into 50-50 you, but the whole point is, yeah, you're right. There's an edit delay. The gun swap delay is what's causing you to lose the trade, right? Because all the enemy's gonna do when you edit a window like that is just shoot and then cover with some instant build, right? Because of the fact that every time you make an edit, you need to have cover for the first second or so, right? And you can do this in multiple ways, right? You can do something like this and peek the cone. You're actually using the cone as a peak. You can do something like this, right? That's the whole reason why peanut butter is good, because as you edit, right, you're pulling out the gun just like this, right? And while you're vulnerable while pulling out the gun, you want to be covered, and then you can go for this, right? And you know, every time you own a wall, you really want to make sure that you have some sort of piece, like some sort of right hand peek. Let's say they're trying to take your wall and you notice they're shooting somewhere in this area, right? And then you're inside the box. You're gonna make a wide edit so that their AR doesn't break the wall. You guys understand that? So that they're caught out with their pants down. You have a nice right hand peek like this, and then so that there's some situations where wide edits are good, but you know, those are more niche for sure. Another thing I want to teach you guys is about, you know, wall taking. A lot of people get in the habit of wall taking like this. What's wrong with this, guys?
They can just make an edit while you're swinging your pickaxe.
Yeah, they full box you like this, right? They can make an edit like that really safely, by the way. You can totally do that. Like, you can hide behind the edit and literally claim all these pieces. And then as they're running toward the left, you just go like this and claim both, you know? So, like, they can box you. That's the problem. And especially in team game modes, when they box you, you are not going to win that because of the fact that they have 2 to 3 people in the box. You're going to get 2v1, 3v1. So you're definitely going to lose that. Every time there's a box, you need to be on some sort of angle like this, right? So that when they do edit, you can instantly place this wall, right? To block their shot. And also the fact that, you know, even if they full piece you, like they do some crazy stuff, like they're really good, they edit this, right, take this wall and then edit on you, look what you have. You still have the code. You need options. You need an option to escape. This does not give you an option to escape, and I want you guys to catch yourself doing this in game, because this honestly is one of the worst mistakes you can make. And if you want to be even more safe, you go up here, right? Go here, and then you get the wall from this. And then you have height, so if they try to go up, you can instantly just claim it, right, by going up. And then if, you know, you're not going to be able to get boxed. I want to show you an example of someone like Noahreyli, basically, doing really good examples of right-hand peeks, good edits, and stuff like that. And I'll break it down for you guys. I want to show you this. This is one of the most impressive videos I've seen. The reason why he's good is obviously him being fast is obviously, like, it's a good thing. There's no doubt about it. Being fast is a good thing. But the most important thing is that he uses the fundamentals. He's never turning his back on the basics. Watch back some of your fights in arena. You'll find at least 1 or 2 instances where you're not abusing right hand. I mean, if you want to go deeper, right, in moving zones in competitive, right, there's a specific reason why, like, something like this, you know, being on the right side of zone is better, because of the fact that if there's a tunnel here, right, and then your tunnel is like right here, you have right hand advantage all the time on this tunnel. Again, core concept, very basic, but extends onto, you know, deeper concepts later on. But you really want to make sure that you're good at that. Start from the beginning. I'll show you all the instances where Noahreyli does what I'm talking about. He's trying to 1v3. He's gonna lose quite a lot of fights. But this instance right here is really nice. So he piece controls both, gets both cones, and then he just waits. Look, he knows he has right hand advantage. Agreed. He's just gonna wait for this guy to walk into his line of sight. Like, he doesn't need to do anything. The other guy's making a mistake by running forward, and then he kills him that way. Right-handed there as well. Piece controls both and takes the fight. Let's talk about this. The second edit, not the best edit, right? But the reason why he's making a wide edit is what? Right here, right? First shot, he cracks him, hit him 116. Why does he not care about a peek anymore here, guys?
He's already getting pretty low.
Yeah, he's huge HP advantage. So HP advantage is one of the other concepts that you need to, keep in mind, is the fact that when you have a huge HP advantage, go for a very good 50-50 where you're spaced apart so the enemy can't 200 pump you. If you're spaced apart, like 1 box away, no matter how good his aim is, he will not 200 pump you, right? You want to be outside of 200 pump range and then go for a trade, just like this, right? And I mean, the faster you do it, the less likely he has good crosshair placement on you. So then, you can rely on that as well. His awareness of that this wall is 1 pickaxe, it's so good, right? Like, the fact that he's keeping track of everything. And he's just abusing the fundamentals to make sure this works. Right here, why did he not trick the trade right here? Why did he flip his cone right here? Why not shoot?
He doesn't know the HP of the other person.
There's that, right? For sure. But look at the angle he's going after. Is it a right hand?
No.
Yeah. So then, the fact that it's not a right hand, he doesn't want to take it. And also, there's another reason. This guy has gone out first, right? He made the edit and has gone out. Noahreyli's blueprint. So if he engages, if he handshakes the 50-50 or handshakes a trade right now, Noahreyli will lose. His ability to understand that so fast is why he's able to win this, right? So he just flips it, keeps going, and tries to find a different angle where he has an advantage. This ramp is really good. And the reason why he makes a 50-50 edit, you can't really hear it, but the other guy shot. He accidentally shot right here. You see his pump, right? The other guy shot, so that means his pump is not ready for the next 2 seconds, which means Noahreyli can go for a 50-50 because he will get first shot on the enemy. So there's ways that the enemy can actually, kill Noahreyli. They're just not doing it properly, right? Some rounds that they win, they're doing it properly. And it comes down to pinches, but it also comes down to, using your AR. Why is AR sometimes better in a man advantage situation?
Because he's not going to be able to counter the triple AR. There's no way. There's
that, right? Because there's a crazy amount of pressure, but every single person on your trio is safe. Like, they're not going to be, in 1 pump range or in a where the other guy can take advantage. So that's why you want to keep your distance.
Spraying from far range. I thought you meant jumping in with an AR.
No, yeah, I wasn't clear on that. That was my fault. But yeah, absolutely.
No.
Free fire. Does this little tactic with the cone to piece control the box right here. So after this pre-fire, he looks right here to get the cone in, and then gets the cone in right there. Also want to make sure that you understand that Noahreyli's never staying in one spot. This is good for even 1v1s. This is not necessarily exclusive to, 3v1s. I think being mobile is really important. Look, he stayed still too long. Now he's in trouble, right? So now I got pretty close to him dying. So now he's moving again. That was a really good pre-fire by the other guy. Holy. That was a good peek. Really, really good peek. So there's a reason why he doesn't do a peanut butter here, right? Look at the angle that he's coming from. If he does a peanut butter, it's a dry peek. The other guy would be able to right hand him. You see that? Yeah. So instead he does a top row and then just hides. And then actually the wall breaks, so he just runs forward. Good. You don't even necessarily have to crouch if the other guy's not on a cone. But there's all these intricacies, right? If the other guy's on a cone, then you have to crouch. But if he's not on a cone, you don't have to. You just need to be close to him.
Yeah, I just realized they can't even see you.
They can't at all. And the goal of the edit, any edit, right? Any peek, is to give yourself time to pull out your shotgun. Because every time you make an edit, you're going to have that swap delay, right? So you need time to pull out your shotgun. That's why every edit is not exposing you immediately. It has like that 1 second of cover, and then you can jump or right hand peek it to get a shot. He's defensively piece controlling himself, because notice if he doesn't place this wall right here, right, the other guy could edit and place this wall and block him off. So he places it first, and then he has edit privileges to get out. Specific reason why he's pickaxing up here, right? Why is he looking up here and not here? The most likely edit that this guy's gonna make is, right hand here. He's gonna open here. So if Noahreyli swinging down here, he's gonna accidentally swing in an open area when that guy makes an edit. There's all these little details that a lot of people don't catch. And he's doing it full speed. Obviously, it's way easier to VOD view. Like, there's a reason why he's a pro and I'm not. Like, it is hard to execute this. That's why you need to practice the micro of all of this. Yeah. But it only starts once you recognize that it's there. If you can't practice something that you don't even know exists, right? It's really important to VOD review and understanding all these things that they do. Try to do a wide edit, the top row, and then hide behind the cone. His movement is so good. It's so accurate with his edit. Like, he makes this edit that the other guy can't see him right now, and then he jumps from far and manages to get perfect crosshair. Look at his crosshair placement, right? After the edit. I want you guys to see this. He purposely places it under the enemy. Like, look where it's placed, right? The reason is he plans to jump, and then if you jump, the crosshair's gonna go up and then land on the enemy. That's why he looks down. 200 pump. That was really, really patient. Really good trigger discipline to like not shoot or flick. He sort of waits, and then when this guy's like not moving that much, right? Like it's pretty stationary now. He then goes for the shot. Goes down. Just waiting for them to come to get to him. This was really good. Look at his patience to not jump as well. Right here, he knows the other guy's looking with his shotgun, so he doesn't jump. He waits for the shot, then jumps, right? Because a lot of people try to pre-fire you when you're behind a peak. So if you go right after their shot, you have no chance of getting hit. So in that case, just like wait, literally just wait a long time, and you'll notice they like panic. That was so good. Holy.
Those kids just got pooped on.
So we'll stop there, and we'll hop into a realistic to try to practice.